Ready?
Hello, everyone. Today, here is University of Wisconsin Madison. My name is Weifeng. I'm the microsurgery teacher in here. Today, we have a guest student, Alex. Yeah, Alex is our ENT fellow this year. So every year, ENT fellow will come to our lab to at the beginning. So they polish their technique and then they just try in the OR for the whole year, do hundreds of micro cases. Yeah. So yeah, Alex,
Yeah.
tell our friends a little bit
Yeah.
about you.
Hey guys, yeah, my name's Alex. I'm coming up from, I did my ENT residency training down in Birmingham, Alabama at UAB. Got a little bit of micro experience down there as a resident. I'm up here for a year doing head and neck cancer, oncologic surgery, and reconstruction, which is why I'm here today.
Yeah.
So,
I know ENT, like the head and neck cancer, it's pretty difficult. One of my teacher told me the patient is senior patient most of the time, and then the cancer is kind of after the cancer, the patient is malnutrition. The condition is really not very good. So why do you what inspiring you to go to this direction?
No, I liked head and neck cancer because within ENT, I felt like I could make the biggest impact, really. Really affect people's lives, and you get to know your patients, and they're sick patients, and, you know, I feel like you can make the strongest impact. And it's complex, multidisciplinary. You work with a lot of different fields adjacent to yours, which is great. So yeah, it's a great field. Busy, but it's good. Yeah,
good. Nice. I like your kind of attitude like this one. Yeah, it's tough but still need somebody to take this burden to take care of the patient because they are in really tough situation. They need to be in a good hands to take care of them. Nice. Okay.
All right.
Let's get started. For our student, our resident, they usually start at when the first year I start here, they come in like from PGY1 to PGY6, and then slowly I develop a method of how the curriculum in for the resident. So as you come in here, at the beginning I skip some lesson for the senior resident, but later I know they still kind of missing. They know a lot, but
missing a lot of the fundamentals.
Yeah, some of them they're missing a little bit here and there. So I would like to we still go through all the things from the microscope, instrument, and suture. But I believe we can go quicker because you know more about that. And being a fellow, when I teach a fellow, something different comparing to the resident, the senior, junior resident is you pick up it, the fellow pick it up very quickly. Like the method we do is kind of I do one anesthesis, and then you kind of simulate, try to mimic what I'm doing, and then I share you some tips, and then you pick it up right away, and then just walk through it.
Okay.
Instead of the junior resident, they need to spend more time to understand and picking it up, and they need to practice repeatedly to kind of get the skill. Yeah, the fellow learning much quicker. But the junior resident, they start early. They have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your seat?
Yeah, you see? Yeah.
Okay. Do I need the gloves?
It's fine. You put it on. Yeah.
I don't need them.
So this microscope.
Okay.
Whole microscope. I'll show you a little bit. If you want to come in practice by yourself, turn it on is to turn this one, and then when it starts, and then you keep turning it. Like you start your car.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes you need to turn it tick, and then stop.
Okay.
I don't know what the mechanism of that, but that's the way we saw the microscope.
Okay.
Yeah. So quickly, in the pupil distance, and we want look straight, don't bending our head, and then we want our foot can touch the floor, so that will be more comfortable.
So. Okay.
Yeah. So and here, I want to. Okay, right here. Stay a little bit. Yeah. So this is class minor. Do you know what's that used for?
No.
Yeah. So this one is for, like for myself, I have nearsighted, but I didn't wear glasses, so I have to make it.
Oh, okay.
This is kind of change the diameter of the lens.
Okay.
So I don't need to wear glasses. It's kind of correct my eye. Like for you, you already wear glasses, or when you wear contact or something, make sure put it in here.
Okay.
If we put it in here, it's kind of like this is the plastic side, glass side. That's go to this one is for the far-sighted people.
Okay.
Like your grandma's reading glasses. I think about if you wearing your grandma's glasses, you cannot see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the problem.
Okay.
We need to make sure in a neutral position.
Okay.
And usually, if your student wearing glasses and he asks you, where should I keep my glasses on? The point is, if the degree less than 1.5, please can remove the glasses and use this one to change to add the diameter here.
Okay.
When the degree is higher than 1.5, they should keep their glasses on.
Okay.
The reason is 1.5, more than 1.5, that means they cannot see the things clear outside. Like if they want to come out to find a needle or something, it's hard. Yeah, that's the point.
Okay.
Yeah, and then for another way to use this one is when you go to the OR, the teacher already doing microsurgery, and then you sit down, you adjust everything, match your eye, but you still cannot see clear. So at that time, maybe the microscope was something wrong, or maybe on the teacher's side, he didn't make it back to match his eye, but he still can adjust the microscope to focus.
Oh, I see.
He can see clear, but you cannot see clear at that time. So at that time, you can adjust this one to either way to
make it.
Yeah, to correct the difference of each side. So this is one of the things even more helpful in some situation, because sometimes you don't want to interrupt them, but you still want to find a way to make sure you can see clear. So this is the diameter of the lens. Okay. Now and here there's 10, and then that's the eyepiece, and then here it's for the objective lens. So multiply here and here. That's the magnification.
Okay.
Is that one a zoom? Is that one a zoom?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Let's go to the Go all the way up. This one go to 2.4, and that means that's 24 times. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You take it. How do you put it back? Oh, I see. You press it the other way.
Yeah. You can use your toe to press on the side, and then use your heel to press the side close to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, want you to. Now here's 4 times of the magnification. Okay, now we can see like about 6 centimeters. So right then, like that, 4 times, and then 6 centimeter. The diameter of the field is 6 centimeter.
Okay.
And let's take a look at the depth. Right here it's about, you can see still clear, it's about like 2 centimeter.
Okay.
So the depth is about 2 centimeter. Okay, now zoom in a microscope. Yeah, zoom in all the way.
Okay.
And it's out of focus a little bit, so step on the focus a little bit. Okay, that's very good, right? Very good focus on the side. Okay. So here it's about, like this is half. So here it's about 1 centimeter.
Okay.
Yeah, like here's 10 millimeter, that's 1 centimeter. The field of the diameter of the field is 1 centimeter. Let's take a look here. Like we can see about like 2 millimeter the depth. You can see. Okay. Now I want you to think about like there's a space or a box. And 4 times you can. This box is like 6 centimeter wide and 2 centimeter high.
Okay.
That's the space we can do micro because we can see it clear. And when it goes to 24 times, this space going to so tiny, like just 1 centimeter wide and 2 millimeter high.
Yeah.
That's the space we can do microsurgery. So in a microsurgery, when it goes to the high magnification, it requires our hand to be more steady, more controlled, and our eye cannot see the large enough field, making it really hard. Very easy to get fatigue. Yeah. So in a microsurgery, the principle is we go to the lowest power we can see clear and comfortable for doing surgery. Instead of going to high power to see the things bigger.
Okay.
Okay, now zoom out the microscope. Yeah, okay, and then zoom in again. Zoom in all the way. Oh, the refraction is so soft. Okay, yes. So this time we zoom in and zoom out. We can the microscope can stay in very good focus, right? Just now we zoom in and then it moves out, it moves focus. So what is the difference? What caused this difference?
The movement of the ruler. I don't know.
So this is I want to talk about the depth. The depth, the real practice, how we use the depth, it's because the difference of that is, let's zoom out the microscope. Remember, at the beginning, the depth at 4 times is slide 2 centimeter high, 2 centimeter, this depth, and at 4 times. And then when we can see clear, that means the ruler maybe in here, maybe in here, maybe in here, right? You can see clear. But then 24 times, the depth becomes so tiny, 2 millimeter. So if the ruler is here, it will fail out of focus. If the ruler is here, it will fail out of focus a lot. So in very, very lucky, we may have this ruler in the same focus, but mostly it doesn't. That's why after we zoom in all the way to 24 times, and then we set up the microscope, we focus the microscope, and then we can see clear. That means the ruler is here. And then as we zoom out again, we go to the bigger, we get a bigger depth. And then the bigger depth will definitely including this small depth inside the inside the bigger the small depth inside the bigger depth, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why we set up the microscope in higher power. And then when we go to lower power, microscope stay in focus. You still can see clear, zoom in and zoom out. So that suggests when we set up the microscope, should we go to the 4 times or should we go to a higher power to set it up? Yeah, like for example, when we do BIP,
Yeah.
or dual finger implantation, we may use 6 times to repair the nerve. Maybe go to 8 to repair the artery. Maybe go to 10 to repair the vein. So usually we want to set up the microscope and don't have to adjust it again and again. So we go to maybe set up the microscope at 20. When it goes to 20, and then we set it up, focus, and then when we change when we do different things, we change the magnification. We don't have to move a microscope or adjust the focus anymore.
Okay.
We can stay focused.
So focus early on at a high mag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like for the like the ALT, we use 6 on the vein on the artery, maybe go to 4 to the artery for the vein, use coupler. And so we can go to like set up the microscope in higher power like 10 or 16, and then we go to the appropriate power to just do whatever we want.
Okay.
Instead of we starting by 4, and then after that we go to 6, and then we use the microscope again. That's kind of being more efficient. So microsurgery, to be fast, is not doing things faster. Like you stitch fast, quicker. That's not doing microsurgery is worth to spend enough time doing things slow, but in the correct, in the right way at the first, at the beginning, instead of doing fast, but make a mistake and then have to do it.
Okay.
But to be fast is to be efficient, to remove that wasting step or wasting motion. That's the way to be fast. Okay, that's the way of I'm talking about the fast, the depth. Okay, now I think any question about the microscope?
No.
Yeah, that's all I want to share to you.
Okay.
And here there's in this microscope we can see the indicator of the focus. So this one, when we step on the focus, it goes up and down the whole microscope.
Okay.
Then we step on the focus. In the OR microscope, so we want to put it in a neutral position, so we have capacity of going up and down. Instead of going all the way down at the beginning, and then we cannot go down anymore.
I see.
Yeah. But in the OR microscope, it's not like this way.
Yeah.
They use the button, and then the button control internal motor to change the lens. So sometimes you can see there's an indicator. You can see the focus is in the middle position, so you can go up and down. Sometimes in some of the microscope, you can see there's 2 laser spots.
Yeah.
When they merge, they are focused. And some of the microscope they don't. I think the light they have that laser spot. Some of the microscope they don't have that. So what I want to do when I want to put it in the middle position, I press it all the way up, and then I press it down and start counting. Like if I count 6, go to down,
and then you wait, and then halfway.
Go back to counting 3, and then it's almost in the middle, so I can have the capacity of moving it and
I see.
down. So that's it. Yeah, and one more thing. I want to not only teach you to microscope, but also I want you to be able to teach also. So I wanted to share everything about it. Okay, let's stand up. Sometimes the student asks me how far my eyes should stay away from the lens. or something. So look at here. Look at the paper. Now we see that this is the sharpest nice spot here. Then we're getting further and bigger. Like closer, further and bigger. So the light project from here and then project to here, like become a light cone here. So we want all the lights enter our pupil.
I see.
Yeah. So this is the right distance can allow all the light enter our pupil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now I want you to move your look at the lens. You can see there's two light spots inside, and then you slowly move your head towards the. You keep looking at the lens, that two light spot, and then slowly move your head closer, and then tell me what happened.
It's bigger.
Yeah. Do you see that two light spot in the lens kind of getting merged to one circle?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the method I use when a student they have difficult of understand the light in the pupil distance can make two eyes see one field. Yeah. So they use this process. They see how two eyes can merge to one field, and that's very helpful for them to understand when it goes to the right in the pupil distance. Two eyes can see one field. Sometimes they at the beginning they struggle like one eye to other eye.
Okay.
And that's usually yeah, I think we produce below everything. So I want to so Caesar. So microsurgery there's only 4 instruments. You see a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So actually there's only 4 instruments. So the needle holder, and then Caesar, forceps, different forceps, and then dilator. Yeah, so if you have these 4 instruments, that's good enough for microsurgery.
Okay.
Other things it's not very necessary. You have it, better. You don't have it, it's fine. So the needle holder, you can see there's what is the difference you see? Yeah.
The needles.
Yeah, handle. Right handle, long handle. And here has a lock.
Okay.
Yeah. And here, the most important is the tip, the difference of the tip. So this one is the regular reconstruction size of the needle holder. So this one is the super fine. For super microsurgery, like you do a lymphedema reconstruction.
Okay.
The vessel is really small, like 0.8 to 0.3. So you need to hold in a tiny needle, like 11O needle, so or 12O needle. So this needle holder is easier. And this one is the needle holder and Caesar combined. So yeah, I use it when I don't have a system helping me to cut suture. I use even this, so I don't have to like tie a knot, first stitch, tie a knot, and then put it down. Pick up a Caesar and then cut it, put it down, and then pick it out again and put it. So if you don't have a system, this one is also time consuming. A lot of steps, extra steps.
Yeah, for sure.
So when I was doing a kidney transplant for a lab, they required me to do it, finish it in the warmest ischemic time, 30 minutes. So I have to start and finish halfway and weigh within 30 minutes. It's hard because nobody helped me. The microscope is only one person, and then facing the wall, I was doing in the lab, in a loaded facility. So most of the time I can get them like 33, 34, 35. And because then I realized I should get one of these ones so I can reduce a lot of small steps. This is making me can save like 5 minutes.
Wow.
And go to like 28 or something.
Wow, that's weird. That's a lot of time.
Yeah. But sometimes the worst thing is I want to pick up the needle, but I have to read the suture in there, and then I cut the suture.
Yeah.
So yeah, to use this one is sometimes I know I need to close it, always close it while I'm moving around until I see the needle and then open it and make sure it's really painful. When you're doing a running suture, and then you try to pick up a needle and then twist it and pick up a needle and then you cut the suture. It's only there's still 3 more suture you need to do. Yeah, and then the tip is the important thing. So the standard microsurgery 0.3. So when it goes to standard, that means the tip of the diameter of the tip is 0.3 millimeter.
Okay.
Yeah. But this one is a little bit bigger. This one is a little bit by 0.4.
Okay.
Plastic surgery and ENT mostly is 0.3. And this one is also 0.3.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is inside is the 0.1. But the idea is a little bit different. It's not like this 1.1. It's about like this 1.1. It's very thin.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's some information I read. Here's the rod handle, curved needle holder, 0.1 millimeter tip, rod handle. And this one is very simple. SMT is common curved needle holder. 14 is the length of the 14 centimeter length of it. Okay, that's the needle holder. And scissor, there's only 2 scissors. One is the straight scissor, and one is the curved scissor. So do you know what's the name of that?
No.
So right here, we take a look up here. One is SAS, SDC. So that's the different name of that. SD Caesar. The first S is Caesar.
Okay.
This one. Okay, let's come on. So the D is dissection, C is curve. So it's very reasonable. We usually use the curve scissor to dissect the vessel out. So dissection curve, 15 centimeter long. This A is adventitious, straight. Scissor adventitious, straight. So but this one didn't make too much sense because when we clean the adventitia, we still use that. Yeah. But remember, if you go to a textbook, the textbook is kind of making it too good to be true. Textbook method remove the adventitia is kind of you can hold all the adventitia away and holding it by a forceps, and then you cut from here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I believe that's the reason they made a straight scissor as adventitious. But actually, like in the real case, if the adventitia we can hold it all the way like this one, it's already developed from the
it's already
layer. It's not a healthy vessel. So we straight scissor usually we only use to just cut a straight cut or cut a step with to prepare the hand for the anastomosis. This is the 2 centimeter blade standard construction. This one is about 1.5. That's good for the hand surgery.
Okay.
And it's a little bit smaller. The digital artery is a little bit smaller comparing to the ALT or the fibula vessel. And when it goes to the super microsurgery, rather than the vessel, as a super 5 scissor. The finder is more expensive. This one maybe 200 or 400. When it goes to super micro, so we charge by $700 for silver plate. So this forceps. Generally, the forceps is kind of like this round handle. Round handle is provide some feature benefits. You can turn it easier. So sometimes you turn a little bit. But the vessel is like here. You can easily turn and then pick up the vessel like this. Or if you're using a flat handle forceps, you turn and then you turn out hand. So I like this one a little bit better, easier to use. But for the plastic surgery, like Dr. Paul, he used flat handle. At the beginning, I thought it's because of personal preference, but actually, they do DIEP a lot. DIEP a big piece of fat tissue, so their club is very slippery. So flat handle is easier to control. And then for hand surgeon, usually our club is just a bloody club, so it doesn't matter around handle or something. And this is the dilator. Then you know that because it's smooth on the tip, on the taper tip. So this one, when we put in the lumen, it can avoid the damage of the lumen. But actually, like if not necessary, I would never try to just put something inside the lumen to like a needle or something. Just working on the outside, because in the thrombosis, that's the last area to prevent the thrombosis. Oh, this is also two sides. That is a point. And look under the microscope.
Okay.
Adjust it if you cannot see it clear.
No, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
And one of them is much more.
Yeah.
That more acute taper. Right?
Yeah. My eye is getting better. My eye changed in the afternoon and morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can see clear. And I put it to like 1.5, and nearsighted, it's not. It's less than that. So that's the problem, right? When you go to like 50 or 40, the eye change. Yeah, this is 0.1. So this is 0.3. And you can see here some information. Diameter, 5-inch angle. And 0.3 usually, if it's steep, that's 0.3. Now here it's a 0.1. So this is 0.1. This one comes. Then this is also 0.1 to 4 cell. So it's 3S through the 4 cell. 5-inch. Microsurgery, we don't have instrument at the beginning. We just follow instruments from the company.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Oh,
I see. Okay.
This is the superfine needle forceps. So this is the now what has the smallest tip. You can see the length 12 centimeter. 0.05 tip. Yes, you can compare to the.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, the right thing about it, we're working on a 0.3 or 0.4. The vessel, if we still have this big, this 0.3 tip, it's hard to pick it up. No mention how to kind of stitch it. Yeah. So this rainbow forceps is like become a standard things on the super microsurgery.
Okay.
And then the suture. This is one of the package of the suture. So do you know the information about how to read the information?
It's gonna be that first one.
Yeah, that is what we need.
And the thickness is gonna be the second.
Yeah, that's the thickness of the needle.
Taper obviously. or what kind of tip it is. Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Until I see it, I don't.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah, you know most of that. Yeah.
And this, I guess, is the shape of it.
Yeah. This
BB or
BB is blood vessel.
is what?
Blood vessel.
Oh,
Blood
okay.
vessel. And like this is the suture.
Right. That's
Yeah.
for the
0.3 metric is a pharmacology number. It's hard to relate to like inch or millimeter. It's just can see like 0.3, 10 is 0.2, 11 is 0.1, and the 12 is like 0.01 is one tenth of the this is a 0.01 metric. So at the beginning, I thought the suture was made just one, and then we can use it whatever until I see something different. Like this 290. So if you are the first microsurgeon in the hospital, when the nurse told you, what suture do you like, Alex? That's probably we need to buy a right suture so we can use it. This is a very classic thing that I met a problem. AO. So in a project, we do a vessel transplant in the femoral artery. And then they asked me what suture do you like. I said AO. And then they bought this AO suture for me.
Short.
And yeah, so the suture, this needle is 3.8 millimeter. And the AO usually we work on the vessel 3 millimeter above. So usually I AO, 9O, 10O, 11O, 12O. AO I use on 3 above. 9O I use 2 to 3. 10O I use on 1 to 3.
Okay.
11O I use below 1 millimeter. And 12O I use is like half 0.5 millimeter. So I try this suture. Wow, so sharp, it's crazy. It's not the regular AO I use. And then I find this one, and you see just small difference. They donate this one to our training, buy something new. And then they buy this clip for femoral artery vessel.
Okay.
And then I see, oh wow, there's even crazier. This needle like this. Oh, it's unbelievable. So I realized the company, they just mix all the suture and mix all the needle and make the product. They don't care what kind of, is that wrong or right? Yeah, so that's the problem of the, if the nurse don't know, and then if you don't know, you may suffer for a while until you figure it out. So usually the 9O suture with the 5.1 needle, 5 millimeter long needle and 100 micron, that's pretty convenient. And this is 11O. 11O is the 50 micron diameter.
Okay.
And 3.8 millimeter. That's pretty good for sub-millimeter vessel. The thing about it, use this length of needle on the AO, and if you work on a 3 millimeter vessel, that's totally wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the new needle and suture.
Right.
Okay. I think now you can order a right suture. So for the dilator and forceps, little bit difference. I look at that. the dilator, they can touch one segment of it. So when we doing anastomosis and handling the suture, usually we would like to use a dilator.
Yeah.
So you can pick up the suture easier.
Okay.
Yeah, for the forceps, now you can see the forceps designed to pick up things very accurately. So we only touch the tip. So if you want to pick up a suture, you have to pick up right on the very tip of that. Making it sometimes it's a little bit hard. So now let's go to the stitching. Pick up a little device. Pick up a needle. Usually, if there's a lot of wrapping, and then we release the tail. When there's nothing on the sponge, and then the last one go from there. Okay. Now you put a stitch here. Oh. Yeah, I give you a penny and yeah. Once you get magnetized, it's very annoying. Yeah, we want to try this titanium. Titanium instrument is kind of a radio forceps. I have a demagnetized.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it didn't work.
I'm not supposed to grab the needle.
Put a stitch here, place on that, and then I will see what tip can help.
Well.
That happens. You know, in one case, I lose the needle, it fly away, and then I spend kind of 1 hour, almost 1 hour, trying to find it because the nurse won't let you go. It's a needle, right?
Oh, wow. Did you ever find it?
No. But
So,
it's on a finger representation. 100% there's no needle inside. So the nurse need me to sign a document. There's no needle. If there's needle in the wound, it's my responsibility. But at the end of the surgery, we find a needle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, where is it? It's on my face mask.
Really?
Yeah, it fly and then kind of. We all look on the field, search on the field. We didn't look at each other. Now, I have to pick up the needle. Usually, pick up the needle and just adjust it to the right direction is very hard for me. At the beginning, I just practice pick up a needle at home.
Yeah.
Because wow, just picking it up, it's already so hard.
It is hard, yeah.
Yeah, and then I buy some instrument and just pick it up the needle and adjust it to like this way. This is a good way to start a stitching, but it's so hard to put it just holding the needle. So, and then I realized holding the suture, and then I touch the surface. Now we can stabilize it and adjust a little bit, and then we pick it up. like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes we can use one, if not in the right direction, we use one arm to push it, and then we catch it.
Okay.
So the perpendicular, that's the most stable way.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time we won't just hold it like that, because if the needle is on this direction, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
If the needle is on this way, if we still hold the needle like that,
Right.
it's not good. So we sometimes we pivot a little bit. The goal is to holding the needle holding the needle right up the axis of the vessel.
Okay.
So sometimes we move our hand to compensate the angle.
Okay.
So make sure we can do it in and out, match the right up the entry and exit line. Instead of holding it like this way and then in and then adjust.
I see.
That's hard. So holding it can save you a lot of trouble. Like and when if the suture is kind of clinging here, you can just move your hand out and then come back, and then the suture will stay on the other side.
Okay.
Like here, you pick up the needle. Usually, don't try to pick up the needle by a forceps or dilator because it's so small. So still use the needle holder. And here, before we catch the needle, if we still holding the needle holder like this way, one arm already hit it away. It's hard. So turn a little bit, match the curve of the needle, and then pick it up.
Okay.
And now it's on the left side. To pull the suture out, we want this part come out straight, line up with the vessel. Don't go this way, because if we go this way, then suture gets stuck in somewhere, and then this will kind of cheese wire or tear the tiny edge inside the vessel, inside the suture. So go here. So make sure at least this part is straight. So you can use the needle holder to adjust the tail.
Okay.
Or put it here to tie to secure the vessel. This is one of the only very long distance our hand need to move. So you come out to see my hand. So I don't pass the suture again and again like that.
I see.
So we just use one hand and then rotate our finger.
Okay.
Like this suture, vertical suture is 13 centimeters. So usually we can.
You sneeze, yeah.
By rotating our arm, we can do it. So if we raise our arm, sometimes it's a little bit hard to control, because once we raise our arm, the bicep get involved. The bicep don't want to do micro.
Yeah.
Okay, now and then we go out, pull the suture out. Pull the suture out. Then we start to tie knots. Tie knots, just really tie up surgeon's knot. For the first one.
Okay. Let's.
Yeah. And then tie knots in here I use 4 methods in the teaching. So the first one is kind of we pass the suture after, because we want to tie square knot. If we don't pass the suture, like the second knot, probably we need to tie a square knot. We need to cross.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we need to cross. But that's not comfortable under microscope cross solution. So at the beginning for the PGY1, it's hard for them to kind of struggle and think how to cross. So I just pass the switch to the other hand. And this method we can just hold left to right and then second knot. And pass the suture. And third knot. So this is one of the treating method. This is the idea from here is we cross the suture, so we don't have to cross our hand. Yeah, that's one of the advantages. So we don't need to think and we just have fun. And the second one is we practice 2-hand tie knots, not just one hand. Yeah. Like if we translate from the general practice, we stitch, then we pull the suture out, and then we always use the needle holder to make loop and tie knot like that. And that's one of the methods. You still can see that a lot in the microsurgery. Pull the suture out, put down the needle, and then pick up the suture, and then start to tie up the loops on the needle holder. Yeah, that's a method we translate from the general practice.
Okay.
But in that situation, right now we didn't see the needle. So, but we still holding the suture. So
I see.
yeah. So once we holding the suture, we won't use it. Just pull the suture. So like this method is the method we use on translate by the general surgery is like break down and then pick up the suture, and we bring it to here. And the first knot, then you need to cross. But crossing the instrument, that's one of the disadvantages. Because when we tie the first knot, sometimes we want to raise the suture and adjust the edge, so making it match better. But when we have to cross the instrument, you don't have that capacity of adjust the edge of the vessel anymore. We just kind of really struggle and then tie it down. So that's why I usually recross the suture, starting by the needle holder to holding the long end this way. After I pull the suture out, go back in front of me, and then starting by recross the suture.
Okay.
Then start to tie the first knot, just pulling it to left to right, so I can adjust a little bit, have the capacity of adjust the suture a little bit before I tie it down. And then the second one is we pass, when we're getting better, we don't pass the suture. We don't see that. Lot. And the second knot, when we have to cross the instrument, we don't really cross. You can see the teacher, they just pulling it up and down. Up and down is kind of, although it's not completely laying flat, but still acceptable. Then the third knot just left to right. And the next knot is kind of when we have to cross our instrument, you just go up and down. Go up and down. Like that. So instead of cross the instrument, we go up and down. We instead do that. Okay, time to cut the suture. So I want you to kind of, when you see the method and then the method, then we know why we're doing that, what's the good thing, what's the disadvantage. Okay. Yeah. So, and then the third method is classic method we practice to teach the rest of the is the airborne method. The airborne method, like when we make loops, right? The airborne method is we, yeah, we support the short end, then just pick it up, then we control the short end. So the short end won't fall into the adhere to the tissue. So it's more efficient. Because sometimes when it adhere, the vessel suture adhere to the glass surface, and then it's really hard. So this is the tip is to control. Like when we go under the short end, and then we control the short end by the needle holder. And pick it out, and sometimes you fly away. So the short end, when we go above, we press it on it, and then control the short end. This is an airborne method. It's a very fun method to use. most of our Western they got this method. They told me it become their only method of animals. Yeah, and this is the third method. See, in a situation if we walking in a very deep space, if we put it down or lose this short end, it's supposed to hide in somewhere and really hard to pick it up. So now this way it's 100% control. It looks slow, but it's more efficient because you don't need to only find it. Yeah, the tip is to hold it by. So this method we haven't published yet. It's a good method.
Okay.
So in some situation where your assistant is not enough, or you don't have a good assistant, so use this method is kind of help yourself. Okay, now you try a couple, and then we go to the rest. Usually we holding the needle holder like this. And yeah, and we pick up the suture. Sometimes we would like to point the needle holder down to pick up the suture. That's easy.
Okay. It's hard. It's hard to recreate what you taught.
Yeah, only when you try and then you can pick it, you can remember.
So.
This second. Look at this second. Okay. Now one way I want you to remember two things. One, put it back into in front of you.
Okay.
And pick up the suture. Yeah, and then pick up the suture like this way.
Pick up this one.
Yeah. So the suture, this segment we want to make loop on is in front and above your needle holder. Back. One thing, two things I want you to remember. One is bring it back in front of you.
Okay.
Now if we tighten enough, go back to in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can pass the suture. Try this method. Yeah. Yeah. Then go back to in front of you. Yeah, and then the second thing I want you to remember is the length of the long end should be 2.5 to 3 times of the short end. Yeah, that's the best length to make 2 loop, or we don't need to pull very far out of the field. Good. I have a couple more now. Sometimes, when I was doing a live streaming, it's hard. We try to engage with the friends online, and then I'm talking, and then I cut the suture too short. One time I cut it too short, and then I'm not just lose it. And here they laugh. Yeah. At the beginning, we used Zoom for the live stream. Yeah, now indeed you can point the needle holder down, pointing it down. The needle holder pointing down, easier to pick up the suture. And then make roots right very close to the short end. So after we make roots, we don't have to travel. Okay. Need a suture. Then we want to make roots, and then we want to make roots very close to the short end, or just right above it. I see. So we make root and then just touch it.
Okay.
So we don't need to make roots here and then travel.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
what you mean. Okay, okay, make it right by it.
Yeah, so sometimes that's why sometimes you see the teacher they doing so fast, so easy because they already well prepared for the next step. Every step is well prepared for next step. So here, we root and then take it out. That can also prevent the root pull off from the
Okay.
suture. Okay, nice. And then we can practice the other method of how we doing the motions.
Okay. I think something I really struggle with when I'm in the OR is positioning my arms. And I don't know. First of all, I can't really bring them any closer to this, but just in general. But is it just about just taking the time to find? I don't know if you have any tips for it.
Yeah, I observe a lot, and then I see. At the beginning, it's the same. I also like why it's so here the position is so hard to do. And then slowly I get it better. I don't know why it has been changed. And then when I'm doing micro, and then I see the Western, and I compare what I'm doing in the Western. Like for example, and here is the vessel.
Yeah.
So if we usually we just put our hand like this, this from this triangle.
Yeah.
And then, but actually, I didn't do like that way. I use this hand is a little bit of this way. This hand is kind of I use my hand move a little bit more, kind of making the needle fly up the vessel better. So and then I feel this way kind of making me don't have to adjust the needle too much because my hand compensates the orientation a little bit. So this is one thing I see. You may try if that's helpful for you.
Okay.
Like this vessel, if I hold it this way, my hand in here, I need to pivot the needle a lot, but still cannot get the right good angle of the vessel. But once I move my hand a little bit toward this side, I don't have the needle in a very good direction, and I don't have to adjust a lot. And then entry by exit by okay. Now let's set up the microscope. Okay, now
Yep.
in the microscope. Oh, yeah, when it's really our focus, we move the whole microscope.
Okay.
Yeah. Because here there's only 2 centimeters we can go.
Okay.
Yeah. So we go up and then we move the whole microscope.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay, now it's very rough focus. Now we can use the foot control to go for high focus.
Okay.
And adjust the lens a little bit more and see. My size, good focus now.
Yeah.
So for the beginning, we like this the double clamp, and we want to put this one away from you, from this circle.
Okay.
So because the first and second stitch it's a little bit hard. So after that,
What is this?
Hmm?
What is this? This
chicken,
just chicken.
yeah, chicken thigh from you can see grocery store.
Yeah.
We use this one now. It's kind of our major employee. This is one of the employee of the kitchen. Yeah. Since we use this one, we use handphone for the last 7 years. We use handphone wrap. Yeah. At the beginning, we use wrap. That's always a good story to tell. We ordered 10 wraps for Western training, and then it's not so convenient. And at the beginning, they come in, the practice is the senior Western. They learn the micro, and then the PDY4, they start to learn, and then okay, today this afternoon I have 2 hours, let's go to practice. And then they come here, they go to the basement to pick up a wrap, then put the wrap down, use the isofurnace, and then shape the wrap, and then cut the vessel, find a femoral artery. Sometimes femoral artery is really hard for them because that's 1 meter. And then they go to the aorta. And one night I was doing a tendon repair next floor. Then I see a chief Western and a PDY4. Now they all professor. One is Jackie Easley and one is in Kansas. Kansas University. And I thought, okay, great. I will come to see how you guys doing after I finish the tendon repair. Before I finish the tendon repair, I see they already wrap up things and want to go. I know one wrap you can do a lot of things. And they at that time they don't have we don't have a good clamp. They go to the aorta, and then they put a clamp on and then cut the aorta. And then the vessel the blood just keep coming out, and then you do one osmosis, and then the rat die. And then they mess up. And I realized that's a problem because a resident is really busy. when they come up 2 hours, it's not easy. So the red, there's a lot of preparation you need to do. It's you need to spend like almost 40 minutes to prepare a vessel for one hemostasis. That's not efficient.
Yeah.
Then I studied over. I know chicken thigh, that's a big vessel. This vessel is the radio size.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Most of the time, like for me, when I was resident, when there's a trauma case, there's a radio artery or vein cut. Usually we get hands-on from there.
Yeah.
Because there's really low risk.
Yeah.
All the size is good.
Yeah.
So I think I come up the chicken thigh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then we produce it, making it even better. Because in Iowa they use chicken thigh.
Okay.
This is the profused version of the chicken thigh. And since then we practice, and we at the beginning we still keep the rep for the senior resident, but later they don't really do that because they are good, and then they do the real anastomosis in the OR. They feel no, I don't need to go to the lab. I already feel it in the OR.
Yeah.
It's not necessary to use nice and animals for that. Okay. Yeah, that's the story.
Okay.
Yeah. When it goes to the first 10 animals, one animal is too old. He can't wait for the resident to come in and just pass away.
Yeah.
in the hotel.
Yeah.
The first northern facility. And one animal, one rat go up to, that's the biggest, largest where I saw. So, guess how many grams of that? How many grams of that? This weight, the rest weight. How much weight was that?
I would guess. Jeez, I have no idea. Like 100 grams.
750. It's like this big.
Oh my god, it's huge.
Yeah. Now usually we use on the study use animal is from like 200 to 400. 400 it's already pretty old rat. Okay. Now we cut the vessel, and then for the first step we remove the anesthesia. So usually I use 3 step, 3 point by the tripod method. Holding 3 spot. To cut it more efficient, I push a little bit so I can get it. Always pointing the scissor away from the vessel. That's a real lesson I learned. I cut the anesthesia from here, and then I'm pointing towards the vessel, and then I cut the anesthesia, but actually the tip cut in the vessel. So a lot of things is learned from the mistake. Never forget it. But the better way is learn from my mistake.
Yeah.
Instead of your mistake. So we only need to trim off the gravity anesthesia. We can pull away from the vessel or pull beyond the edge. So now it's good because we don't want it go into the lumen by pulling the suture or get inside the lumen from the edge. Okay, I will let you do it. This one. So in microsurgery, one of the good things is always emphasize have the respect tissue.
The what tissue?
Respect tissue. Respect tissue is kind of going for trauma treatment.
Oh, respect.
You respect tissue and then tissue respect you. Cause less trouble.
We like less trouble.
Yeah.
We don't like middle midline flap kickbacks.
Yeah, yeah. That's you really need to be very careful in general. Yeah, that's all. I think you feel feeding it like as a baby.
Yeah,
Um,
I get that now. I didn't understand that as a resident. Why is my thing so crazy about this? But now I get it.
yeah, because you don't want a long day, micro day, and then have a flat kickback. When you pay attention to the small detail, you will have a really high successful rate. Like regularly 95%. But then you bring even more careful, respect tissue, slow down. You will get like almost like 99%. Right? You use red, you need to finish animal training.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then in the training you need to write down how to vet everything.
Yeah.
And then after that you need to visualize it. Okay, now we should have a small gap. The gap is kind of theoretical, it's kind of 1/3 of the diameter. So it won't overlap. Then if we close too much, we overlap and cannot see the movement.
Okay.
And that's not good. But when it's too far, there's a lot of tension also. Right. So for the anesmosis,
yeah,
there's also usually there's only two methods. One is we finish the front wall and flip it to the back wall. Another method is to do the back wall first. And I know in the end I learned from you guys also. There's another method you guys use is you starting from the top and then go just all the way 300 degrees.
Oh yeah.
360. When the vessel is long enough and then you can rotate 360. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used that method in the monkey study.
Oh really?
Yeah, because we use a synthetic vessel.
Yeah.
We cannot put a clamp on a synthetic vessel because they cellularize the synthetic vessel with stem cell. So I cannot put the clamp on.
Oh, okay.
But it's long, so I just rotate the address.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So first method, front wall and back wall. The classic method in the OR in the textbook is 2-state. start by 12 o'clock and here, and then 6 o'clock. So this two-stage method, two-stage, it's kind of this is two-stage suture. In a textbook, this suture, they can attach on a clamp with a frame. So kind of holding it, that's the stage suture, kind of that.
Yeah.
And then after that, you put in one in the middle and add two more in between. By dividing it when the vessel is big, you don't know how far of each is of the space. That's a method of doing an A stitch. Usually like 3 in here, 2, and then 3 more in the back wall. That's an A stitch method. If this is like similar to this, we use A stitch method. When the vessel is getting a little bit smaller, you just evenly divide to 2, adding 2 more in between in a smaller vessel. Yeah, after 2-stage suture and then 2 more. That's a 6-stitch.
Okay.
So this method we can handle almost like 95% of the most. In one situation, when the vessel is too short, there's too much tension, we cannot flip the vessel. We cannot flip it, even with the double clamp. Or sometimes here there's a branch holding it, we cannot flip it. Or when we're doing an end to side.
Yeah.
And then here, this vessel have to stay here, we cannot flip to the other side.
Yeah.
And then we have to do the back wall first, and then go to the front wall. So back wall first is a method we should have like one of the toe. You may not use it, but when you have to use it, you have this toe. You have this toe in your box.
Yeah.
So the back wall first method, the textbook method is we start from here, away from you, then go the back wall all the way up here. So at the beginning, we should have a plan. Like if we do 4-stitch or 3-stitch. So in 4-stitch, we can have a plan in our mind, and then just starting from here, we tie enough from outside, and then this one, and this one. So this 3-stitch is the most difficult one. After finish this 3, other than that, it's the same. And the front one.
Yeah.
So it's
when you throw those on the back. When you throw those on the back wall, how do you still suture it?
Yeah, that we need some special technique. Like we use holding the needle backhand.
Yeah.
So we stitch the needle from the back side.
Okay. Okay.
And that's the only difference.
How do you tie it though if you can't really see it?
Yeah.
How do you tie it on the outside of the vessel?
Yeah, tie on outside, below the vessel.
Yeah.
It's a little bit struggle, and because we have to tie under the vessel, sometimes we cannot really adjust the vessel edge, making it even.
Yeah.
So that's the problem, or that's the disadvantage. So when we have the chance to get it done by this way, don't go this way.
I see.
Right? Microsurgery is tough. So the idea is get it done by a simple method.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then another method, when we talking about this method, Professor Sieber in plastic surgery, he said, oh, I do it in the middle first. You don't start from here, start from the middle. And then go 2 way up. And then I try this method. Oh, it's good. That's great. Because this stitch is hiding very deep inside the corner. But here, this stitch is here. It's a little bit outside. It's easier to assess that. And from in this stitch, actually we can just use a regular stitching method, starting from from your right hand, start from here and then go here. This method, this stitch, we need to go from the back hand.
Okay.
Backhand technique. So this method is good. I use this method more than this method.
Okay.
Yeah, so something crazy is when I rested, it's getting better. One time they told me, the resident just said, okay, let's do a back work, not a first method. I feel so comfortable about that. Yeah. You start, you put one stitch, and then I will show you some tips when I demonstrate.
Okay. I guess it's not 12 o'clock that you were telling me.
It's fine. Just put one stitch there.
Do you like to throw it in two?
The first stitch and second stitch, when there's a gap between, I
Throw it in two.
I threw in two.
I see.
Yeah. After that, I just use one step. I carry some. Like when you hold the suture, when you struggle just now, it's because you're holding the suture under your needle holder, so making it hard to remove. Yeah. So okay, hold the suture. Yeah. So this now the suture in front of me. One. Like this suture, remember, we looked right above our shoulder. Yeah. So you reroute and then you can pick it up by
How do you feel about
the third knot is you don't pass the suture, just go to that upside down. Yeah, slowly you will get just the muscle memory, you don't need to think.
Yeah.
Have you watched Top Gun?
Yeah.
Top Gun, one scene is rooster, so Tom Cruise to rooster. Right? Don't think, just do it.
Yeah.
So that microsurgery is the same, just do it and then you have more fun. In practice, it's kind of making it to get the muscle memory. You don't need to think and then just go. Okay, like here. For this stitch, we start from here and right. So here, like this is the right spot. But sometimes if we pierce right here, it's really not convenient. And our forceps kind of, although we try to face open the forceps like towards this side, still not completely go to that side. So naturally we just hold this like that, and then we move this one. Use the needle tip to move this.
Oh, I see.
To the gap. And then when we pierce the vessel, when we pierce the vessel, we don't open very big. We just kind of open it as much, just let the needle pass through. That can provide a very strong support. And when there's a gap, use two steps. One step is also okay when we're getting better right here. Here we'll have a long enough suture needle. But the problem is
you'll put stretch on it.
Yeah, it's the right mistake. It's the real mistake I made. I tried to reach this side and then I tear the vessel here. Then I was really too young. And then I have to cut the vessel.
Cut the vessel, yeah.
And then make it even shorter. Right? Crazy. Since then, I use two steps. Okay. I turn the needle holder to pick it up. If I still hold on the needle holder, didn't turn it, it's hard to pick it up.
Yeah.
So that's the curve of the vessel. Left side here. And we want to go here from the lateral. So one thing we need to pay attention to is we usually want to pull it like this way. But see, if we pull it like this way, it will slide away and then go to the back wall actually. So this one thing we need to pay attention to. We go here, and we first create a difference, and then come out. Now it's on my left hand. I use my left hand to pull it out, and I bring it back in front of me. Start on this way. Before I tie it down, I purposely I'm pulling it out a little bit. So the force of the head of the suture to prevent one end go under the other end. I think about it, we didn't pull it, maybe one end go under the other end. So if I pull it, the suture kind of push the edge match, and then when we tie down, they go this way. And then practice method to at the beginning to improve the hand. See, I always hold the suture for like in front of me, in front of the suture. Like if I hold the suture, if I don't bring it back to in front of me, I just here and then I go to pick it up. And then when I come back, see, the suture is under the instrument. Making it's hard to make roots. But when I go back, it's naturally go back to the a good way, a right way to keep going. And here when it's bad, and it's airborne also is good. Airborne is better when the vessel, the suture is small and wet. Okay, yeah, and then for this side, it's almost the same. And here, this is where we want to go. In the textbook set, you may go here or as far as you can, and it's also okay. Yeah, because the idea is making the back wall has some slack. Usually, when we don't really have to make it a slack to prevent it the back wall, then we're getting better. By dividing it to half, making it easier to get an even stitch. So I see the room and I put it here. And to find the lateral spot, I just pull it. That tension can help our needle find the half, right? So pulling it up, so we match. Or up and down, yeah, so sometimes I want to keep one end long, so if I want the assistant to help me, so if you're cutting it too short, it's hard to pick up for the rest. Sometimes when we cutting the needle, cutting the suture, if in the morning we drink too much coffee, you can use the other hand to support it, so you can stabilize the suture. And now we're doing one needle. So the method in this stitch is slightly, usually if we stitch the skin, we turn the needle and yes, like that. For the microsurgery, turning the needle and turn is also convenient. So all we need to do, our method is press down and move forward. Because once and on the other side, see the needle tip, we try not to go this way. Because there's high risk to hit the back. So we see the needle tip, and then pick up the front one and put it on the tip. That's very sure we only have the front one on the tip. Then we put it down. The vessel is kind of as the gravity pulling it up. Yeah. So we lower the distal, then our hand. Our first needle just need to move forward again instead of turn. When we turn the needle, try to come up. That's the force of bending the needle. So when there's no tension, you can just tie a regular knot. Don't have to tie a silk.
Okay.
Now when, and then we add 2 more in between. Right here, there's when the space getting small, when we put 1 arm there, you still can put 2 arms, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. And if the space getting really small, we will use this method. Can you hold this section? So when we cannot put the forceps inside the lumen, this method is the way we use to manipulate the tension. Holding it, and then the suture has some tension, 45 degrees up. Yeah. So, yeah, don't pull it too hard. Okay, now I press it. Just move forward. Okay, now we can let go. Let go. This firm was on the tip of the needle, and we can see the bell was free, way far from there. Then we just hold here, or we can grab here and then pull it back.
Okay.
Yeah. Holding it instead of punch towards it. Punch is a little bit different than finger, because the forceps is 0.05. If we punch towards the vessel, sometimes we make a damage to the vessel. It's too short. Okay, I will give you a new suture and we do this method. Okay. Then we go to the. Oh, too bad. The camera didn't catch the vessel.
Oh, really?
It's only the cam. The camera sees less than what our eye. You need a director filming. Okay, now we can try that method. Straight. Use your left hand to pull the suture out. Because it's on your left side. Okay. So your right hand can adjust the tail and too cold. It used to not so cold. Here it's as cold as the OR. 2.5, holding the long end 2.5 of the short end, so you can make it look easier. Nice. Yeah. The instrument to make
So,
it is
yeah.
always in between these 2 sutures. You can hold a little bit longer.
Okay.
I support my hand, so it's very easy to cut. So usually the corner, by the last stitch, it's easier to hit the backward because the backward in the corner here.
Yeah.
That suture is easier to hit the backward. The middle suture usually won't hit the backward usually. Yeah, it's totally fine because it's just the beginning. One has been to repair. I see myself when I saw the Western struggle, and
Yeah.
I see myself. Yes. Very.
It's just like everything. Learning.
And
It looks simple, but it's not simple to somebody who knows what they're doing.
it's not easy until it becomes easy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're holding the faucet like a pen.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can control a little bit better.
Okay.
I see my teacher, Driven. Sometimes when we do super micro surgery, we need to really control. I see him kind of really holding the instrument like just very, very close to the tip like this.
Okay.
Like you're holding a pen, writing your name, like Alex like that.
Okay.
Yeah, think about when you're feeling, oh, it's hard, it's so struggle of my hand. Think about how you write. Micro, this is the longest way we need to move. Most of the time, just move the instrument like 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter. So that's really like just writing a really small Alex like that.
Okay.
So come up a way, simulating to transfer your skill of writing.
Okay.
To micro. We won't feel tremor. We don't have tremor when we writing our name, right?
Right.
Only when we signing a 1 million check. Here I want to share you some tips. Here I want to talk about the needle direction. The needle direction, there are two things about the needle direction. One, I don't want the needle like this way, because this way will force cannot line up the entry bar and exit bar. So I want to pivot a little bit and move my hand to this way to make the needle match the axis of vessel. The second thing about a needle direction is the needle tip. I want the needle tip horizontally to the surface. I don't want it pointing up. I don't want it pointing down.
Okay.
Because when we do this stitching, we just need to we press down because we support the edging. The edge will raise. So press down. All we need to do is just move forward.
Okay.
Move forward. Then on this side, then pull back. then just move forward. So if we point the needle up, it's hard to put it on the tip. And we go there, sometimes we kind of grab the vessel. Sometimes we get into the inside the vessel wall. Inside the vessel wall. So holding the needle horizontal to the surface is very easy to do the pierce. Just move forward. So this is two of the good thing about the needle direction. Okay. I may have some allergy. I go to the restroom to clean my nose.
Huh?
Yeah, this is our student.
Hey, how's it going?
Molly, yeah. Molly, actually, he is undergrad first year.
Okay.
Raising Weifeng second year uh, visiting us. Year 3 is in Minnesota.
Oh, really?
Summer, yeah.
Are you at University of Minnesota?
No, McAllister. So close, but smaller school.
Okay.
Yeah, liberal arts education and all that. Cool. How's it going here?
Good. I'm Alex. It's nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. Yeah. I'm gonna be watching from that screen.
Yeah, we're almost done today.
Okay. Anastomosis. That's
Yeah.
good.
Even the last stitch of the day, actually.
Huh.
For me, but...
Right here, right on time.
Right, yeah. Well, it's cool that you get to see this. I had no idea this existed when I was an undergrad, so...
Yeah.
Me either.
I'm very fortunate.
Yeah. Are you interested in medicine, or are you interested in more research?
Both actually.
Getting more and more interested of everything.
Yeah.
See everything and then.
It's also interesting, I come to the lab, I go to the hospital, and it's also
Do
interesting.
you want to do one more? One
Yeah.
more anastomosis? So we.
Oh yeah, please.
Although now it's 5 o'clock. We didn't feel the time.
Oh, yeah.
We still have time to go and more. Oh, you can test it.
Yeah.
This, okay. Oh, there's missing one stitch there. This one.
Was that us, or was that the
Oh,
one
this
before?
one is us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Ours
good.
is perfect.
Yeah, it's a very good round tray,
Yeah.
roundy. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Alabama.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alabama is in South, right?
Yes. It's about a 12-hour drive from here.
What state is the labor state of Alabama?
The what?
The labor state, the junction state. Connect.
I don't know.
What is the state next to Alabama?
Oh, next to it. Oh, I see. It's Georgia on the east and Mississippi on the west, and it's right above Florida.
I go to Georgia, to Florida last summer.
For what?
I drive to Florida.
Oh, Florida. Yeah.
Florida, yeah, I go to Florida. And I
For
go
what
to
reason?
travel last summer.
Okay.
I go to Georgia, Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty big. It's a bad traffic there.
That Georgia aquarium is good.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. It's really cool.
Oh, here, one mistake I learned is when there's a small branch, don't trim it off.
Okay.
If we trim it off, that will become a hole on the vessel. And then we have to put one stitch to close it. Yeah, that's a real mistake. I trim off the vessel,
Oh, yeah.
and then I just trimming the our teacher feeling so much fun.
Yeah.
And then I see there's a hole there. Then I have to fix it. And I feel that ENT has a great advantage of the practice. Is most of your surgery is under the microscope.
Yeah, we
So
have a
you
lot
get-
of surgery on the
Yeah,
microscope.
so you get used to looking under the microscope.
All of our ear surgeries under the microscope.
Yeah. So the people sit away from the restaurant. Okay. Now can you see clear? Is there
Yeah.
good focus on the
Yep.
ENT is 5 years, right? The rest of
Yes. 5.
times 3.5 to 2 times. Okay. Nice. Very good. And the zip file just line up with this file. It's not really in the right that little video spot. They just line up and on the other side that's it.
that's okay. I think How long were you in Madison from Minnesota? It's summer?
Oh yeah, I go back early September when the fall semester starts. So I have about a month left.
Were you staying while you were here?
With Dr. Poor. Do you know Dr. Poor?
No, I haven't met him yet.
Yeah, I'm staying with him at his house.
Cool.
We drive to work, and back every day together. Every weekday. It's fun. Do you go to UW?
Yeah, I'm a fellow here, so I did my residency down in Birmingham, Alabama. I took
Oh.
my undergrad at Auburn, which is in Alabama. I did my medical school in Birmingham.
Wow.
And then I did my residency there as well.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah. Okay. What did Dr. Ford have today?
He had 2 cases and a lot of administrative stuff. That's kind of
Did
yeah.
you go to his cases?
Huh?
Did you get to go to his cases?
Yeah, this morning.
What were they?
He had um I don't really know the names, but a lateral the flap from the back kind of
Latissimus?
yeah kind of feeding it into the breast pocket and
Yeah.
creating a breast from that. Had he had that one after one, which was patient had a wound and they needed, I don't know, skin, so they did I don't really know what the procedure is called.
Okay.
But
Skin graft?
no, they didn't take skin from somewhere else. They kind of just cut it and stretched out the skin and just sutured it.
Okay.
So I don't know what that's called.
Just like a local advanced flap.
Yeah, probably. I'm not sure.
That's alright.
Rotational flap sounds like something.
Sounds like
I've heard
something that they
today.
made. You've
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah. So maybe that one. Yeah. Oh, you guys are quick. Doing the back wall already.
It's not a human, there's no stress in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex, right? This one is
It's
I
not.
only check the back wall right here.
Yeah,
This one is attached to
the back wall.
the back wall. So this one is what I said is kind of like this is the middle one,
Yeah,
and this is the
the corner
corner
one that
one.
you said I could. Yeah.
Yeah, the corner one is usually as what we see when we see as a back wall. Usually
So
that's the location.
this is the back wall. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. we went in one of the case. After we finished the anesthesis, and then we did a vein, and then soon after we finished the vein, the artery already clogged.
Oh yeah.
And then I open the vessel, and then I take the thrombosis out, and then I see some, that green fiber, like the fiber from the tower. Inside
well, that
there.
was what happened. Wow.
And I realized, and then I look at the heparin sealing. Because I think when we handle the tower during the rest season, we strip the tower above of the heparin sealing. And then only we sometimes the nurse keep some tower inside the vessel, the heparin sealing to give us some wet tower.
Yeah.
Then there's a lot of fiber inside the heparin sealing.
God.
And then I irritate the vessel and then put it inside the vessel.
Oh my God.
Crazy. Since then, I never open, kind of making the heparin sealing in an open space. I use a lot of 20 cc or 50 cc syringe.
Oh really?
And just mix the heparin sealing inside that, so nothing can go into there. Because after that, I observed several times the bowl of the heparin sealing, you mix that, it's always some contamination there. Okay, good. Here is 8, looks like if we put 3, that may be not good.
Just
because
take 2.
the space is too big. No, 2 is even worse.
Oh, okay.
So probably we need 4 to prevent the leaking.
Okay.
Because the artery has higher stress pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way to do it is now it's hard to even it to force it. So we just put 1 here, and then making a smaller space first.
Okay. This is what I struggle with. Getting this through.
Yeah, because you want to turn the needle holder. That's a little bit hard. Let me show you.
Yeah.
Let me show you how I do it. Use your left hand to help. And this side is easy because I press down. Oh, I think it's a hook trick. I would like to say that. I always name it like a hook trick. Think about using this one as a hook. If you want to hook it up, you press it down and then hook down.
Okay.
Looks nice and easy. And here, now we find a right spot, and then we press the distal down.
Okay.
See, I grip a little bit things.
Yeah.
Very close it, and then press it down. Now, because the distal press down, all I need just move forward. I don't need to turn.
I
If
see.
I turn,
just move forward.
Yeah. So use your left hand to help you. The right hand just need to move forward.
Okay.
Yeah, this is also I don't know what until I teach. Because at the beginning it's really like the same thing, struggle and bending the needle again and again, making the needle finally like a snake.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting better. I never bend the needle anymore. But the same is I don't know what has been changed. What I do differently compared to the beginning.
It just kind of happened.
Yeah, until I just thought I'm getting better. But when I teaching, and then I comparing the Western do and what I was doing, I know what's the difference. There's some small detail to change and making it easier. And we didn't do it as the same as when we first get started. So just some making me feel like teaching is a little bit from different from surgery.
Yes, yes.
The surgery we just naturally use the way we do, and that's mostly is the better way. Now this is why I want to put a person in there, so we can Just support it that way. And what's the middle here? Right. And the right directory is kind of 1/3 of twice of the thickness of the ratio.
That's just good.
This side is shorter, so this side is longer.
Yeah.
Yes, kind of line up the center.
I'm always impressed how well the scrub techs can see this to put it on using a microscope.
Even the side. Your first side here, and you hold it here.
Oh, it's a guide.
Make it as a pole.
Oh, I see.
Nice. Now this one is even. You know, if we only do 3 down, that's very good. Once you put it down, it's very easy to start somewhere.
Oh.
So you don't always have to do the double knot for the first one. You can just do one.
Yes.
Okay.
Depends. When there's tension, you do double knot. When there's no tension, one knot is good.
Okay.
Because when double knot, we want to secure the first eye.
Yeah. So the two ends you want to do two, and then everything else in between you want to do one is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I can see you already much better than the beginning.
Yeah.
Really good progress. Yeah, so that's why I see the Pharaoh running like just boom, 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 and then
Yeah.
right here, if we worry about the backward,
Uh-huh.
the system can holding the backward a little bit away. I'm holding it away, so
Okay.
now we can make sure we won't hit the backward. So this is a method I can use it on a small vessel. Cannot put the, or when the space is really small, cannot put the portion inside. be something inside the room.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because the vial is really small. Okay, great.
Right.
You're good to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, just slow down, then spend in enough on the. Okay, fix one.
Okay.
I told the Western kind of like we take microsurgery as our career, and every minute is our life. So just enjoy it. Don't just want it to go fast, because we don't want our life to go fast.
That's there.
Enjoy every minute. There's a theory of learning kind of the bandwidth of the brain. At the beginning, we need a lot of bandwidth to handling the information. But then, getting better practice, you can spare some bandwidth to handling other information.
Right.
So we can handle it more and more. At the beginning,
Every little bit, it takes so much effort.
actually they do a study on a little kid, how to see how they learn.
Yeah.
So they test the little kid learning one thing at a time, two things at a time, and three things at a time. So actually the kid learn two things at a time. They make progress faster and remember things better.
Really?
Three things at a time is not good. They learn slow. So that's the theory. If even if we want to teach them more, they cannot take it out.
Oh.
Yeah, so the sequence is two things at a time, and one thing at a time is too less. Actually, the kids pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you can see the room, and that's all really good.
All right.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks so much. So, to be able to come in practice on my own, I need to get access to the lab, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask my coordinator to see if she can help Laura, Richie.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah, you can sign up and then practice with me. That's at the beginning a few times.
Yeah.
So I can see how you're doing and then
get good habits.
feedback.
Yeah. Okay, that's great.
Yeah. Because at the beginning, like this one-on-one, I give you immediately feedback, and that's very helpful for you to practice something.
Okay, great. How can I help you clean up?
I usually do that part.
Oh,
You
really?
don't have to worry about it.
Let's take a selfie.
All right.
Yes, I do selfie spot. Nose is good now. Awesome. Nice. I usually put a iPhone there.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
I will test you. I will write you a training note to kind of
Yeah.
share you some tips today we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, YouTube. Let's talk to the camera right here.
All right.
Hello everyone. Yeah, so yeah, 2 hours and a little bit more, 2 hours and a half. Yeah. So today we have a lot of fun in doing introduction and we done 2 anastomosis. Actually, pretty good. Alex has a good hands, and I can see amazingly already made a lot of progress. I can see totally different from the beginning and after we this 2 hour practice. And yeah, every time I don't feel it's 2 hour.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just 1 hour, and you know that means we really enjoy the practice and have fun. So Alex, from today, yeah, what is the first thing you feel is very helpful for you in today's practice?
I
Come to
think,
your mind.
yeah, I thought the most helpful thing was how to actually do the tying. You know, I thought that was really
Well, the method of tying
the
knots.
method of tying knots. Secondly, how to pass the needle through the tissue
Oh,
was very,
yeah.
that was a revelation for me today.
Oh, yeah. The moving forward, just moving
Yes,
forward method.
yes.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, that's 2 method. I really understand what has been changed from beginner to getting better, and while I was teaching. Yeah, last year. So if you want to discover what we are talking about, yeah, go over our video, or if you still don't understand too much, leave a comment, and then I will point out some resource to you. And yeah, if you like microsurgery, please subscribe and share. We also go overseas to teach micro course, like we go to Vietnam, Rwanda, South Africa, and Ethiopia. Yeah, teach micro course. Yeah, if you want us to go to your hospital, your country, just leave us a comment. Yeah, so we may show up in your hospital. We go out for the teaching. We bring everything there, like the microscope, instrument, and suture. Yeah. Yeah. See you guys. Bye.